We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Miami Marlins are batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Mark Trumbo now. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Now the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with 1 swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
Zobrist has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to inning number 12 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready for another chance?
Right fielder.
Carl Edwards Jr. to be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Starlin Castro.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And he is going to have extra bases to start it out. And your winning run will be in scoring position. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward is after it, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a line drive into right field. It's a base hit. Throw will come into the infield, and the winning run will stop 90 feet away from home with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here, or he's going to have damage on his hands.
In is Gerardo Parra. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And the Marlins have done it. They walk off a winner.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Joe Kelly wins. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Miami Marlins batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Herrera's there. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. Trevor Rogers takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Trevor
Rogers. That hit him. First base. Full force. Take the base. Three.
Mark Leiter comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Reyes. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And that's the first out. Martin Prado now struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Popped him up. Adams on the move. He's got it, and there are two down now. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Bour. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop! To first. He's out. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Hitting off for the Phillies. Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready for another shot now. Mark Trumbo. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side. Herrera is there, one away. Ready now for the Marlins, Lewis Brinson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Kingery is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
You're on the mound right there, and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate. Do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
This is flared out towards second. On to first, and that'll mean a 12.
Let's play ball.
Leading off for the Phillies, third baseman.
Ball four, take the ball. He's out.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Mark Leiter gets the win in relief. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Nick Wickgren is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Castro has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
JT Realmuto.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and deep to throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
Into the box, Jose Reyes, and it's fouled away. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. Lewis Brinson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Lewis Brinson.
Clearly, this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with one away. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Now a line drive, and he's going to deliver the go-ahead run and might get into scoring position himself. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Standing in now, Martin Prado, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson, he's 1 for 4. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
In now, Justin Bohr, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two balls and a strike to Bohr. Prado is off at first with 2 away. Smoke toward the hole, and that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field. And you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 3-run homer here for Mark Trumbo. His first home run of the season, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, Dero. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Ready on 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 35.
Ready once again, Tommy Pham. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. fan, with an even 1-1 count now.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. Next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder.
Here's Marcelo Zuna, and it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. On the ground to third. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Nick Wittgren earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Drew Steckenrider is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Paul DeYoung is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 1-1. Taken, strike 2. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
3-2 now. Full count. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another full count offering on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Giving chase is Brinson. And that's the first out of the inning. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Drew Steckenrider gets the okay to come back into the game after the lengthy delay, and we'll see if he can settle back in at the plate to get the action started. Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Joe Kelly comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Joe Kelly.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Carpenter. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in the gap.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Fouled away. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Jose Martinez waits on deck, and a fastball misses there. Ball 4. So digging in now, Jose Martinez, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's Castro for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 2-2. Matt Bowman takes the mound to start the 11th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Carpenter in foul ground. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Martin Prado, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1. 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stepping in now, Mark Trumbo. He swings and grounds it to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down. Riding in once again, JT Realmuto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted in the air out towards left center. Martinez sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Dexter Fowler. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Sean Doolittle takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. And here's a fastball called for strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
1 out, nobody on. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Pause, and the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Tovar will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. In there, and it's 0-1. He comes in at 262 on the year. No home runs as of yet, and 4 RBIs. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. 2-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Joe Kelly wins out of the bullpen, his 9th victory of the year. Sean Doolittle strikes out the side to record the save, his 40th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to the show. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Sean Doolittle is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
2-2 to Adam Frazier. Grounded weakly to the right side. Castro fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Bell. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0 home. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Right fielder, number 25.
Here's Gregory Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Doolittle's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Fastball ball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Austin Meadows. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Zach Curtis gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 52.
Ready once again, Justin Bour looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Spin throw, and the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Adam Jones. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard on the ground to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Castro.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for the
Digging in once again, Gerardo Parra. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. George Cantos enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Moran is up with it, and there's 1 away. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. In previous matchups against George Cantos, he has 7 hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. McCann, a previous member of the Houston Astros, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal. But this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Moran ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Drew Steckenrider, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Popped him up. Bell over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Leading off for the Pirates.
Here's Cameron Maben now. His line, not pretty. 0 for 6 in the game.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Harrison over to his right, makes the play, one away.
Now batting, third base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Prado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Cut fastball inside, ball one. One and one, the count to Martin Prado.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit to short. Frazier has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Bour. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Somebody always takes an 0 for. You don't want to be that guy. He was 0 for 5 coming into that plate appearance. This knock had to feel amazing for him. 1 for 6.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike one. And looking to improve on a 1 for 5 effort so far. Swing and a liner. Foul. Heading out towards shallow right. Polanco has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit.
Play ball.
Leading off little Pirates. First baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Castro.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In is Gerardo Parra. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Popped up. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Up next for Miami, Jose Reyes. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. One and one the count now. This one skied out toward right. Polanco giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
Let's play ball.
Leading off little Pirates. Captain. Francisco.
Colin McHugh waited a long time, but he'll come on to work in the 16th inning. Ready for another chance. Brian McCann sends that one out of play for strike one. Now the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the inning begins with a quick out number one.
Now batting,
Ready now for the Marlins, Joe Kelly. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball line softly here toward the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Polanco. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in now, Cameron Maven. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will get there as the go-ahead run is quickly to third now with the two-out triple. Martin Prado now. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's 1 for 5.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. A big turning point here as they've taken a lead now deep into extra innings.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
He's set. Here it comes. Now this one hit hard out to right field by Bohr and deep, but that'll be off the right field wall. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Standing in now, Adam Jones, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. Meadows is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Leading off the inning, Adam Frazier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he lays off there, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Hara on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell, trying to put it all behind him and break through right here. He's a paltry 0 for 6 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Josh Bell goes quietly, and they've got only 1 out left. Here's Gregory Polanco. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
What?
What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man, it's over? Man, I thought this game was never going to end, but it did. And anytime you can win a marathon game like that.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Miami Marlins are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. Fouled off. Doolittle, a rare South Dakota-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first down here in the ninth.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Maben is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dan Straley earns his 6th winning decision in this one. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Miami Marlins are trying to hold their 1-run lead here in the ninth, but that's very much hanging in the balance with the tying run in scoring position. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Borges stands at second with 2 gone. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reyes is there. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The pitch. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Miami Marlins are chasing a run here in extra innings. However, they've got the tying run in scoring position. This is skied out toward right. Renfroe moves over. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's going to make it to third safely, and there's your tying run at third now with 2 away. Settling in now, JT Realmuto head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. He's 1 for 2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit and a big one as they've come back to tie the ball game here in the 10th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In is Gerardo Parra. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Yeah, that 9th inning shows the highs and lows of this crazy game of baseball. They lose the lead in the top half, and there are some somber faces in the dugout, no doubt. Then they rally in the bottom half of the inning, and those somber faces are in the other dugout. That was quite a roller coaster ride.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Jose Reyes has gone hitless so far in this one, but he's got another opportunity here to extend his 10-game hitting streak. 0-1 the count. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that one stayed up a little high. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto has a play. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the pitching and defense game. 2-1 the final score this afternoon. New York jumped out to an early.
Let's play ball.
Well, welcome to those just joining us. We're in the 7th inning of this one with nobody out. Here's Starlin Castro. And guys, 7th inning already? Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Soto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Gerardo Parra. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rendon onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, captain.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Bouncer up the middle. Sliding stop by Murphy. Safe. Almost a remarkable play, but now the potential lead run is aboard at first. At the plate, Jose Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a flat.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the.
Leading off for the Nationals. Captain. Robinson. Torino. Now pitching for the Nationals, number 26, Trevor Josh.
Justin Bour is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Right over the middle, knee high. Bour is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat pad.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Martin Prado now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Drew Steckenrider is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. David Robertson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's C.J. Cron now, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Blackman. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Home. Base runner at first with one out. To short. Turner has it. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Mark Trumbo may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by one here in the ninth. No balls and one strike. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the ninth. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and Jones is going to have himself a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Time called here as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. First delivery to him on the way. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Jeremy Hellickson in line for the victory here if our current score holds. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The 1-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Swing and a miss. They definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Martin Prado bats here with the game on the line in the ninth. Tying run stands in scoring position, so a base hit here could even things up. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him. And there he goes towards second. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. Maven, the runner at first with two gone. He's on the move again from first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The tying run comes all the way around from first to score.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro as he rips it on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in once again, C.J. Cron, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here's the first pitch. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Drew Steckenrider enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra inning.
Play ball. 3.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Miami Marlins are trying to hold their 1-run lead here in the ninth, but that's very much hanging in the balance with the tying run in scoring position.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taken advantage of nearly every opportunity.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Miami Marlins led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look back at Sunday's news and results. Starting off in the National League East, Kevin Quackenbush grabbed the victory, his fourth of the year, helping lead the Reds to victory over the Marlins, 3-2. Heading into the day, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. And the Reds are in fourth place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tampa Bay Rays had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-2. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rays sit in last place in the American League East division. They're over 20 games out of first. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, Corey Dickerson had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as the Pirates pushed past the Marlins 13-8. In the standings, the Marlins are in second place in the NL East, 6.5 games back, while the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-0. As of right now, the Braves sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Mets are third in the division, 12 games behind first place. Aaron Nola grabbed win number 9 this year as the Phillies downed the Orioles 2-1. Heading into the day, the Phillies are in fourth place in the NL East, 13 games out. And the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. David Dahl launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping the Rockies beat the Nationals 6-3. Entering the day's action, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Nationals are in first place in the NL East, they are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. The St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they ran over the Reds 11-4. As of today, the Reds sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cardinals are third in the division. They're 17.5 games out of first. The Cubs totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. It was their 5th straight victory. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race, while the Cubs are atop the division, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. The San Diego Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 3-1. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in second place in the NL West, only a game and a half back, while the Padres are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Justin Turner collected a total of 4 hits in the game as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 8-4. Entering the day's action, the Giants are in third place in the NL West. They're 7 games back, while the Dodgers are atop the division. They have a small game and a half advantage over second. The Yankees put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-3. Heading into the day, the Rays are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Yankees are second in the division. The White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Tigers are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 4-2. As of right now, the Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division. They trail by 8.5 games. And the Indians are atop the division, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second. Jake Jewell had his first victory of the year, leading the Angels to the victory over the Red Sox 3-2. At the start of the day, the Angels sit in third place in the American League West Division. They're 16.5 games out of first, while the Red Sox are in third place in the AL East. They're 2 games back. The Blue Jays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-5. Heading into the day, the A's are in fourth place in the AL West, 19 games out of first, while the Blue Jays sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-1. In the standings, the Mariners sit in second place in the American League West, 14 games back. And the Astros are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Texas Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 10-4. As of right now, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.